So after having been writing this movie for about 8 years, I finally have only about 20 pages left to finish writing this script. I'm guessing about a week or so I should be finished with it, but I'm thinking of filming. I came to the conclusion after watching the video that you just saw, which is filmed on this with the anamorphic, Sirui anamorphic. These are the Saturns T2.9. I'm thinking of just filming the entire movie on this. And for some odd reason, I'm out of nowhere getting the urge of wanting to move to North Carolina. I don't know why. But yeah, so what are the reasons behind me filming on the FX6? Well, a couple of things, right? I wanted to go red Komodo. I wanted to, rig out the red Komodo X, not just the red Komodo, but the red Komodo X. And possibly just build, because I used to own the FX or the red Komodo, the original red Komodo, and I loved the ease of color grading. I loved that part. What I didn't like was the limited either frame rates or just you needed to have a team in order to film with those. But now that I was using the red Komodo for client work, and that it just didn't make sense for me back in the time. That's why I went FX6, because it's a lot more friendly to use and to film. But now that I'm about to put together my second independent feature film, I want to go red Komodo, because these shots need to be more strategic. It's not let's cover an event that's happening and do a recap about it, but it's more of like, let's light up the room, let's put the diffusers, let's make sure that we are staging the scene that we want to be filmed. It's not necessarily just a run and gun type of thing. So that's why I'm thinking of that. And also, it would take a big budget for me to go FX or Sony, or not Sony, red Komodo X, by building it up at CF Express Type B. I was thinking Atlas anamorphic. I was thinking just so much, and I'm like, man, why don't we just stick to the FX6? I would love to go red Komodo 100% or Burano 100%. But let's say we stick to FX6 and down the road, we're like, hey, this is just not cutting it. We could just rent out the Burano. Film the movie. I think I calculated what it would be like to rent out the camera for a week. And I think just to have it set and ready to go, I think it was like $1,700 a week, which is not bad at all. I could have easily dropped, it's like $6,000-$7,000 just for one Komodo, the Komodo X, and that's not including, the CF Express cards. That's not including V-mount batteries, which I have V-mount batteries, so I wouldn't really be spending on those. But then on top of that, focus on getting anamorphic lenses, all of that. And I actually love the look that comes out of the Sirui, and I'm thinking of just ordering. I think they have a pack for like $2,500 of like 6 or 7 with all different focal ranges, which is amazing. We have the FX6 already, and again, if I'm thinking I want to go 8K, I want to go Burano, I want to go really, really, like, I could just rent it out. And yeah, so I know that this video kind of started with footages of the FX6, and this is why I'm doing this. This is more of like a test. It's not necessarily a comparison or strategies for it, or it's just to see what it looks like for me, and more of like a documentary behind the scenes of me getting ready for my next indie film, which should be Probably beginning or end of this year, which we're like 2 months away from the end of this year, and beginning of next year, we should definitely be already like full-fledged like filming this movie. But I don't know if I should film here in Georgia or if I should just sell everything here and move to North Carolina. For some odd reason, I've been thinking about North Carolina for a while now, and I don't know. I know Georgia, like a lot of people are gonna be like, you're crazy, you're dumb. Like Georgia's like the place for filming. I feel like I want to go to North Carolina. So that's it. Enough. Just me ranting about the FX6, Komodos, Buranos, lenses, film budgets, and I don't know. I don't even know if this is gonna help you or help me. But this is mainly for me. It's not necessarily for the world to like this or think anything of it. This is just for me to document and begin documenting my process or how it's going to be for me to film this next film and everything that's going on in my brain. All right. That's about it. Peace.